Welcome to your SAT study plan. The SAT consists of 4 main sections: the reading test, which takes 65 minutes, the writing and language test, which takes 35 minutes, the math no calculator section, which takes 25 minutes, and the math calculator section, which takes 55 minutes. The total test time is 3 hours. Understanding the test structure is the first step in your preparation. The graph shows the typical distribution of SAT scores, with most students scoring around 1,000, while scores of 500 or 1,500 are much less common. Your goal should be to identify where you currently stand and develop a plan to reach your target score. The next step in your SAT preparation is to take a diagnostic test. Use an official College Board practice test and simulate real test conditions. Time yourself strictly and complete all sections in one sitting. After taking the diagnostic test, carefully analyze your results. Review every incorrect answer and identify patterns in your mistakes. Calculate your section scores and determine your strengths and weaknesses. This sample diagnostic analysis shows performance across the 4 test sections. The student scored 70% in reading, 80% in writing and language, 75% in math no calculator, and 79% in math with calculator. Based on this analysis, the student should focus more on improving their reading and math no calculator skills. This targeted approach will help you use your study time more efficiently. Now let's create an effective study schedule for your SAT preparation. Set a target test date about 2 to 3 months from now. Plan to study 1 to 2 hours daily, 5 to 6 days a week, with more time allocated to your weaker areas. Take a full practice test every 2 weeks and schedule review days afterward to analyze your progress. For study materials, use official SAT practice tests from the College Board, Khan Academy's free SAT prep resources, the official SAT study guidebook, and section-specific workbooks for your weak areas. Here's a sample weekly schedule that balances different subjects throughout the week. Notice how it includes dedicated time for reading, writing, and math, with practice tests scheduled on Saturdays followed by review days. Sunday is kept free for rest. This balanced approach ensures you cover all test sections while focusing more on areas that need improvement. Let's explore section-specific strategies for the SAT. For the reading section, try reading the questions first to focus your attention. Practice active reading techniques. Improve your reading speed and comprehension, and learn to identify main ideas quickly. For the writing and language section, master essential grammar rules, focus on concision and clarity, learn to identify sentence errors, and practice paragraph organization. For the math sections, review core algebra and geometry concepts. Practice without a calculator, first to build fundamental skills. Learn to recognize common problem types and master calculator shortcuts for efficiency. This progress tracking chart shows how consistent practice with these strategies can improve your scores over time. Notice how scores in all 3 sections, reading in blue, writing in green, and math in red, show steady improvement across 4 practice tests. The writing section shows the most improvement, while reading scores tend to improve more gradually. Track your own progress to stay motivated and identify which strategies are working best for you. Let's summarize the key points of our SAT study plan. First, understand the SAT structure with its reading, writing, and math sections. Take a diagnostic test to analyze your strengths and weaknesses. Create a consistent 2 to 3 month study schedule, focusing more on your weak areas. Use official College Board materials and practice tests for the most accurate preparation. And track your progress, adjusting your strategy as needed. This timeline shows a recommended 12-week preparation schedule. Start with a diagnostic test, then create your study plan. Take practice tests at regular intervals, at 8 weeks, 4 weeks, and 2 weeks before the test. Use the time between tests to focus on your weak areas. The week before the test should only involve light review. Finally, remember these important tips. Take care of your physical and mental health throughout your preparation. Get 8 hours of sleep before practice tests to simulate test day conditions. Review your mistakes thoroughly after each test to learn from them. And most importantly, relax the day before the actual test. With this structured approach and consistent effort, you'll be well prepared for success on the SAT.